Hello, this is your astrological predictions for February 2013. And because it's the month of love, we're shooting from the town of Romance, Paris, as you can see. And in this month, I'm going to make an emphasis on your love relationships. For not for everyone, they will be so intense or important during this month, but I will keep with the nature of the month and focus mostly on love. And I want you to check your ascendant, sun, and moon signs astrologically, the holy trinity of astrology, as I keep repeating. In order to know your ascendant sign, you need to know your time of birth, and it's astrologically usually the most correct predictions that you can get, the most specific prediction. Also, if you're a woman in particular, check your moon sign because women respond very strongly to the moon sign that they're born with, the sign where the moon once was in during the period when they were born, during the day, the year, the month, because the moon rules the female body, the emotions, and women are more emotional beings, as you all know. And you also check your sun sign prediction because the sun is your individuality, your particular role in life, a more active side. So the sun prediction will give you also insight, often to do more with your career as well, or with your mom, with that area of life where you can have more conscious influence over, where you can have more control over by your actions. While the ascendant and moon sign, they're somehow a bit more fated. There are things where fate takes over and things happen to you where you don't have much control over circumstances. In order to find out your ascendant and moon sign and write down not only the signs but the degrees that those are on, go to my website astrolada.com where I have a birth chart calculator. Go there, enter your details, mark the exam degree and a sign of ascendant and moon, and listen to the three predictions. If you don't have time for the three, at least listen to the ascendant sign prediction because it's very correct astrologically. Aries February 2013. Where is love happening? How is love happening for you this month, Aries? Well, Venus is the planet of love. And in this month, it's situated in your 11th house, whether your ascendant is in Aries, Sun, or Moon. The Venus is situated in the 11th sign from the ascendant, Sun, or Moon, which gives the feeling, which gives the happenings of 11th house. And 11th house is to do with friendships. So it's very likely that if some of you are to meet love in this month, and actually Venus is in a different house almost every different month, it's not so life-changing transit that is happening. Every year Venus will be in the same 11th house. But I want to talk in particular about February, where the love will be happening in your life, where the romance and the pleasant experiences are. And Venus being the planet of pleasant experiences, pleasure, flirting, love, romance, it's in your 11th house of friendship. So it's very likely that if you want to meet someone new, to experience a new romance or a bit of flirting, it comes from friends or from people, bigger, larger groups of people. If you want to find love, if you get invited to a party, make sure you go because there is a chance for you meeting someone there. If you want to meet someone new and you're invited to attend a lecture or a concert or anywhere, a place where more people get together, make sure you go there because Venus in the 11th house promises that love and romance and pleasurable experiences will come from such sources where crowds of people get together, where more public places, more social places, parties, where more people are together in one place, or lectures, as I said, where like-minded people get together, whether it's concerts, whether it's lectures, whether it's friendship get-togethers, and reuniting of classes, or where bigger groups of people come together. And Also, Venus is not only, some of you are already in relationships, and Venus will show where you will get more joy in life from during this period, more pleasures, more gentle, pleasurable experiences, which make you feel a sense of comfort. And it's coming from your friends again, or it's coming from you being involved with such outings and activities connected with friends. So even if you don't meet the love of your life, which is quite a weak transit for that Venus in a house, you can still have a much more pleasurable, joyful experience being in larger groups of people, joining maybe some groups, associations, maybe some humanitarian, social activities as well. And also, as I said, there is a chance of meeting someone there, at least having a enjoyable and flirtatious time together with the people, friends, or like-minded people. Uh, and so as I said, any kind of such activities are, you should welcome them, and they'll be a source of happiness and pleasure for you. And at the same time, I want to mention quickly something else as well. There is planets also activating your 12th house, and 12th house is the house of giving to others. Especially planet Mars is there this month for your Aries, and Mars is the more cruel planet. So unless you don't want to have some sudden expenses which you didn't want and you haven't planned, it's best that you kind of supersede the unconscious actions of the planet, and you initiate this into your own life by your own actions, by, for instance, going and giving of your time or of your help or your financial time, emotional help, whatever kind of help you can do to a friend of yours or someone in need, someone less fortunate than you, or just giving some money to some organization or donation, or as I said, for most people it will be out of their time, being more compassionate. Go and fix something in a friend's house, because Mars is an active planet, so it needs more like actions rather than you giving so much money away, rather than like go and fix a friend's house, help them move to a place, but give something without expecting to receive back. And this way, fate or life or whatever you call it will spare you from the sudden expenses that Mars, when it's transiting the 12th house, usually tends to bring. And I want to mention some specific days. Those of you who are Aries, who have their ascendant in Aries from 5 till 8 degrees approximately, plus minus a degree or two before or after, 5 to 8 degrees in Aries ascendant, they're going to have particularly positive time in relationships. And actually, they will have actually quite exciting, because Jupiter and Uranus are activating those degrees, or those who are born on the 25th, 26th, 27th, 28th of March, when it comes to relationship, because I want to talk about love this month, as we said. They will have particularly excitable and actually even a bit uh, unplanned month. They can suddenly fall in love those days in particular, because they have Uranus influence. If you fall in love during Uranus, it happens suddenly, out of the blue. You're one moment you see them, maybe you recognize each other by the eyes and you're in love already, or say you see a friend that you haven't seen in a while and all of a sudden you realize, oh, I'm in love with him or her. So Uranus gives this like a bolting out of Cupid, like a lightning and bolt, a surprise arrow into your back. So all of a sudden you have the rose-colored glasses and you're all loved up. And Jupiter is helping this transit, so it guarantees that it will not be some nasty surprise that sometimes Uranus likes to bring something very suddenly and take it away from you. But Uranus also influencing will help you, even if the relationship is a bit unstable, unusual, because Uranus has this quality to bring a relationship which is a bit erratic, which is a bit disruptive, which is long distance, which is not or which is not fully normal in some way. Maybe sometimes even love triangles or something unusual, unstable, but because of Jupiter is also there, which is a planet of opportunity, of everything positive, of healing, of growth, it guarantees that it will be more of an exciting love experience suddenly happening that sweeps you off, rather than something very disruptive, which sometimes when only Uranus influence can bring. And still very excitable and busy month for you Aries who are born around those days, or who have their ascendant or moon around those degrees. As I said, 5 to 8 degrees plus minus a day or two, or 25th to 28th of March. Sudden falling in love. Love is in there, but in a dramatic, in a very powerful, in a actually almost life-changing way. For those of you, something really big can happen in love. For the others, as I said, it's more normal influences, is more very weaker transits for all other areas to do with love. But I mentioned which areas of life you can find a loving and enjoyable experiences in February. But for those that I mentioned with specific days, they're in for a bit of a roller coaster, excitable roller coaster this month. Thank you.